This incident occurred in the area of 15th Avenue and Camelback Road when a Phoenix police officer observed an adult male, later identified as 39-year-old William Brookins, pointing a gun at a man and a woman. The officer was fully uniformed, working off-duty, conducting traffic control at the intersection that day. He had just finished his shift and was seated inside his vehicle preparing to leave. The officer overheard a loud commotion and observed Brookins pointing a handgun at a man and a woman. The officer approached on foot, drew his duty weapon, and told Brookins to drop the gun. A woman with Brookins who witnessed the incident also reported hearing the officer identify himself and tell Brookins to drop the gun. The woman also said she shouted that the police were there. Brookins did not respond to the commands and the officer fired, striking Brookins. Immediately after the shooting, the officer advised dispatch of the incident, activated his body-worn camera, and requested an ambulance. The officer also notified dispatch he believed Brookins had just committed an armed robbery nearby and was in the process of committing a second one. The police code for armed robbery is 211.
No additional suspect. He's down. I guess he's 211 just shortly before I was here, and I caught him in the middle of an additional 211.
Here is a slowed down and stabilized version of the incident. When backup officers arrived, they approached Brookins and moved the gun away from him. Officers searched and evaluated Brookins in an effort to begin medical aid. Due to the nature of his injuries, the medical assistance the officers could provide was limited. Officers stayed with Brookins and attempted to keep him on his side in the recovery position until Phoenix fire personnel arrived and transported him to a local hospital. After the shooting, investigators learned that the man and the woman that Brookins was pointing a gun at had just been involved in a shoplifting at a nearby store. Brookins was the passenger in this silver SUV. He told the driver to follow the man and woman to the nearby parking lot, where he got out of the SUV and confronted them with a gun. The shoplifting that was reported is under investigation. The handgun used by Brookins was recovered on scene. Brookins remained hospitalized for 5 days after the shooting until June 8th, when he succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced deceased.